Alright, hey guys, welcome back to another Marvel Legendary Keywords video. So we're going to be looking at the keywords for the Doctor Strange expansion. It's the new expansion out. So I figured let's go ahead and cover it as we're going to do in playthroughs and whatnot. So this expansion only adds 3 new keywords. And the first one's going to be Demonic Bargain. And so you'll see things like this, which is Dormammu, the mastermind, one of the masterminds of the new set. Each player makes a demonic bargain with Dormammu to discard down to 4 cards. What this means is you'll discard the top card of your deck to do whatever the thing says. So in Dormammu's case, we'll discard the top card of our deck and discard down to 4 cards. When the discarded card, it costs 1 or more, we'll take a wound. If it costs 0, we do not take a wound. So let's kind of see we'll see what this looks like in action. Alright, so our current setup here has, let's put them here. Our current setup here has Baron Mordo in the city and Satana Hellstrom in the city. Her fight effect says, fight, choose a player to make a demonic bargain with Satana Hellstrom to rescue 3 bystanders. In any case, you cannot deny a demonic bargain, whoever offers it. So in solo, it's just going to be you. There's no way to get around it. You have to do the effect. So in this particular example, we'll play 2 Keeper of the Sanctums. This is going to give us 4 attack and a Shield Trooper. And then we have 3 recruit. We'll take out Satana Hellstrom. We'll make the demonic bargain, so we'll discard top card of our deck. It's cost 0, so in this case, and then we'll just rescue our 3 bystanders. And we'll do the following effects, go into the victory pile, and so on and so forth. If we were to fight Baron Mordo instead, or not have this on top, this says choose a player to make a demonic bargain. That player will draw 2 extra cards at the end of this turn. So in this particular case, we'll just reset here. We'll do our 5 attack here and fight him. We'll have to do it, so we'll discard the top card of our deck. It's Wanda with Tomb, so it's cost more than 1, so we'll take a wound. And then we'll do his ability, and then at the end of our turn, we'll draw our 2 extra cards. That is Demonic Bargain. Let's take a look at the next keyword. Alright, the next keyword is going to be Astral Plane. So you'll see things like this on this villain here that says, if Nox was in the city, this is her fight effect, KO one of your heroes. Then if Nox was in the city, she enters the Astral Plane and captures a bystander. What this does is it sends the villain to a city space outside of the city. It's to the right of the villain deck. And we'll take a look at what that looks like in action right now. Alright, so we've played Nox from the villain deck. She's out here. We will play our 2 attack and our 4 attack. So we'll fight her. And like it says, KO one of your heroes. Then if Nox was in the city, she enters the Astral Plane. So we'll KO one of our heroes. She'll capture a bystander and enter the Astral Plane. The Astral Plane, like I stated before, is a card space that is outside of the city. It's not adjacent to any city space. You can't get if a villain's in the city, in the sewers, you get +1 for each villain adjacent to it. That does not count as a place adjacent. It cannot be swapped with any other city space. So like Storm, for instance, can swap a villain to the rooftops. Doesn't affect that. There's only one there, so if another villain enters the Astral Plane, this villain here escapes. Escape abilities act exactly the same, so you do whatever its escape ability is, if that card has one. If it has a bystander, you discard a card, and if it escapes, you KO a card from the HQ. That's 6 or less. But the main important part about Astral Plane is that it has to be fought with Recruit. If anything modifies that attack, you have to use the Recruit appropriate for that. So if something gave her +2, I'd have to have 6 recruit. If something gave her -2, I'd only have to have 2 recruit. If she has Chivalrous Duel, for instance, because we have a card from the Ancient One that puts any villain in the Astral Plane. If they have Chivalrous Duel, you have to use the same hero name, so I have to use only like Shield Troop agents in this case. Or if the villain has a Human Shield, instead of paying 2 or paying the printed attack cost to not printed attack, just attack cost of whatever that villain is that has a Human Shield, you'd pay Recruit. So in our particular example, we used our 4. She went to the Astral Plane. We did have 4 recruit. We just KO'd one, so we have 4 recruit. She costs 4, so we'll take her out. And now she's gone for good. If something were in the Astral Plane to re-enter, they were to enter the city. No, I'm sorry. If something were to enter the Astral Plane from anywhere else, that is not part of the city, so there's no ambush effect associated with that. If it has an ambush effect and it goes straight to the Astral Plane, there isn't an ambush ability. So it's one more keyword. It's going to be, I almost said throwing artifacts. It's going to be ritual artifacts. Let's take a look at what that looks like. Alright, so we have things that say Ritual Artifact, that say things like this. If you draw a card, you may discard Wand of Tomb to get +3 attack. Now, Ritual Artifacts work like artifacts from every other set that we have artifacts from. They come out and play. The turn that they come out, you can use it to activate any other superpower. So if I wanted to play a card that needed a blue card as a super to do anything, like this Vishanti card, the turn I play this, I can activate the superpower here of Vishanti. But the second time while this is sitting out, I can't do it. If a card asks you to reveal a hero, in this case a blue hero, that card would count for that. Or it's a hero that I have, so if it's something said, if you for every blue hero you have, get rescue a bystander, this is sitting out, that counts for that. So let's kind of see what it looks like in action. I did forget to point out, the main thing that makes them different from artifacts is that when they all require something to do the ability. So in our particular example here, we have our Keeper of the Sanctum, which is if you control an artifact, draw a card. So we'll go ahead and play Wand of Tomb. It'll come out, and I like tucking them here, but it'll come out, it's in play, and it sits there as long as we want it to. If we do trigger its ability, if we do trigger its ritual cost, we do not have to use it. So we can save these up if we wanted 2 or 3, and then drew a card, then we can redeem them all. But in this particular case, we'll go ahead and play Keeper of the Sanctum. If you control an artifact, draw a card, so we'll draw a card, and then we'll go ahead and discard this, and we'll get 3 attack, giving us 5 total attack right now, and then 6 attack, and then we can fight Nightmare. The ritual condition is not contingent on being played after or before the effect. So if for some reason we had another, so let's, for example, let's say this was the card we drew. So this was our hand. We played this for our first ritual artifact. We'll play this to draw a card. We drew a card. We'll do this ability. If you drew a card, discard it, get +3 attack. I can play this turn, and because I drew a card this turn, I've already completed this condition. I can discard this and get 3 more attack, giving us 8 total attack. So those are the keywords for this expansion. I have some playthroughs coming up, so you'll see how these actually work in practice. But if you have any questions or I missed anything, please comment down below, and I'll pin them up there if I missed anything. But those are the keywords for the new expansion. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.